the smoke. All that smoke. And now the smoke leads to Jimmy's favorite topic.
Right.
Because he's an awards guy.
I love awards. I love awards.
And I'm the complete opposite. I hate them.
You hate awards?
Yeah, I'm not a big award person.
Well, I enjoy us talking about awards on the show. I'm not a big, hey, give yourself a trophy or let's give ourselves a trophy type thing. That's why it's funny because I love the Oscars, but it's the biggest, let's give ourselves a trophy to make ourselves feel good for whatever reason there is, that we're really super talented when, anyway, I won't even go into that.
Beard, mustache, book.
But yeah, but one thing I do love the NFL MVP award, and we are in what's called award season, where awards are solidified in the NFL. So I think that weeks 11 through 15 is where the MVP is truly solidified, not weeks 1 through 5. Because if that was the case, Josh Allen was the MVP. But no, it's weeks 11 through 15 when teams have had film on you, when your players have been injured, when you've had to overcome some things. Then we can really see who are truly those two candidates. And right now, Jay, it looks like Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers are your top two MVP candidates. Russell Wilson was in this, but with how he performed, especially with the game yesterday and these last few games, he's probably third or fourth. So it was between those two. So between Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers right now, who would you say is leading in the NFL MVP voting?
Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes?
Yes.
Easily Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Easily. There's no comparison in the two. Mahomes and them is what? 10-1, 9-1?
They are 11-1.
11-1. They're 11-1.
Packers are 9-3.
Yep, and the Packers are 9-3. Mm-hmm. You see the way that they lost to the Buccaneers?
It's horrible. It was just old-fashioned.
Beat them down. Point differentials. Chiefs 116 as a team. Mm-hmm. The Packers 80. Chiefs 7-game win streak. Packers 2. Mm-hmm. Chiefs best offense. Patrick Mahomes out there just lighting it up. Overall, as a team, of course, the Chiefs are better, but Patrick Mahomes is playing way better football than Aaron Rodgers. As much as Aaron Rodgers is showing us up and telling us that Jordan Love draft pick was stupid. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Aaron. That draft pick was smart because now they have a quarterback that can sit for 4 years, really learn, and when you decide to walk away at like 40-something, they can keep moving, keep it pushing. That's smart, especially if Jordan Love's cool with, I don't need to start my first 4 years like Aaron Rodgers. Just sit, then go out there and dominate. But I'm going to give it to Patrick Mahomes. But there is one I'm kind of curious to why we don't even consider as an MVP candidate. I'm going to ask you about them. Who do you think first, though, between Mahomes and Aaron?
I think Aaron Rodgers is the leader for the MVP vote. Now, numbers-wise, yes, Patrick Mahomes does lead the league in passing yards. Aaron Rodgers is fifth. However, Aaron Rodgers leads in touchdown passes with 36. Patrick Mahomes is third with 31. Mahomes 2 interceptions. Rodgers 4 interceptions. Both having phenomenal seasons. Similar QBR, similar passer rating. Both at about 68% completion percentage. So some similarities in some of the stats that they use to evaluate quarterbacks. But the reason why I think Aaron Rodgers is leading is because, and this is the reason why I like awards, is because every award is a narrative award. There's a story behind why that individual won that award. So when you look at the narrative for Aaron Rodgers, it's very much an underdog story in the sense of, okay, you're 35, 36, so you're too old. Your best years are behind you. Your numbers were down last season in Matt LaFleur's system. Maybe you're more of a running team, and that too is because you're old and because they drafted a quarterback. That was in the first round, right?
Yes.
Yeah, meaning that your team doesn't believe in you either. So he's got all that working against him, and to rise above that and have one of the better seasons that he's had in the last few, I think it helps him to capture more of the narrative than Patrick Mahomes, even though Patrick Mahomes has a strong narrative because he's so great, because he's so likable. But he won the award 2 seasons ago, when was the last time Aaron Rodgers won an award in NFL MVP, 2010, 2011?
Yeah, it's been a while.
And when you think about these voters, let's say the majority of them have been in the business for a long time and that they're older. Each of them can identify with that narrative that Aaron Rodgers has, that you're too old, we have a young guy to replace you, you're on your way out, right? So then they see that reflected in him, in his narrative this season, because he's going to top out at about 4,400 to 4,500 passing yards, 45, 46 touchdown passes. And he's going to have a phenomenal season. Like this second year in Matt LaFleur's system, he's quarterback-wise, he looks better than he did last season, even though their record may not end up better than last season. Like I said, that Bucs loss definitely hurts him. Nope. And they have losses against the Colts, which should have been a victory, and against the Vikings. I can't recall what happened in that, but that's a divisional opponent. But either way, I think that Rodgers has the better story, even though, yes, Patrick Mahomes is the better quarterback.
He lost to Kirk Cousins in prime time. Something that should never happen. No, it was an afternoon game, but it's something that should have never happened. You don't lose to Kirk Cousins during the daytime.
But I think it's Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers has the narrative right
now.
Well,
and I'll give you that. You're right. This award is full-fledged narrative, and that's the only purpose of it existing is to talk about the story of why they're going to become the MVP. I mean, the Tom Brady ones were, for the most part, some sort of narrative that went behind it, similar to Peyton Manning as well. And I get that. I don't see him winning it over Mahomes. I see Mahomes getting it back. I say the Mahomes story is he came from an injury last season. He wasn't able to give us the full potential and give us a 3-time in a row. And then Lamar Jackson came onto the scene. He was able to outdo Lamar Jackson this season and triumph and take the Chiefs back to a 15-1 record and lead them to back-to-back Super Bowls. Our first back-to-back. Wow.
Since the Denver Broncos? Since Elway's Broncos?
Since Elway's Broncos.
No. I think the Patriots went back-to-back early 2000s.
I don't think the Patriots have won back-to-back Super Bowls.
I think they did.
You may be right.
They might have. But yeah.
So yeah, that's your storyline.
So that storyline is better than my "you're too old" Aaron Rodgers storyline.
I mean, yeah,
might be.
Yeah, because I mean, the 2-0 one is actually a really, really, really good storyline. But do we really think that his age is something that people are just that concerned with?
I mean, that not as concerned as they would be with Tom Brady being in his 40s, but it does play a factor. I mean, he's the majority of his football career is behind him.
Right.
So which means you're old in the NFL.
That's true. Yeah, and then the Patriots did win 04-05. They won 02, 04-05. So that's when they are the last ones to give us a back-to-back, which was, 15 years? Goodness. So that's another storyline.
Yeah.
Is him leading them to the number one seed in the AFC, getting the only bye week, and then going in there and...
it'd be interesting if the listeners and the viewers could tell us which storyline to them is more intriguing. I think they're both really good storylines, but which one do they think is more intriguing? Which one, if you were a voter, would make you want to vote for that person more? If it was like just a blind taste voting.
Test. Yeah. Blind taste test. When it comes to Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes as MVP, which storyline do you think is the most appealing? Which is you think is the one everyone's
I call mine the "you're too old" storyline. What do you call
yours? "You're too old" storyline, and mine is the back-to-back
storyline.
The back-to-back storyline. So he's too old storyline, back-to-back storyline. Let's figure out which one of those do we consider as
we should really be getting paid for this. We're basically doing the voters' jobs for them.
Yeah, this is
we're laying out the narratives for them and just saying you choose which one you think is the best.
Choose one you think is the best.
Yeah.
Go for it.